should be seeing the. Also, you seeing the full screen NingXia intro to NingXia?
Yes.
All right, very good. All right. Well, while we're waiting, let me just tell you about what my plan is. I've been listening to Sarah Harnish and how she builds her network and helps other people to do that. And she does it by teaching classes. And before we had the COVID thing, what you would do would be invite people to come to your home. You'd have some refreshments, and then you would go through and put this PowerPoint either up on a TV screen or on a laptop or something like that, so that a few people could see it at the same time. And now we're stuck. We're stuck now that we can't get together very easily unless you're sort of taking us. And there are 4 classes he is going to have prepared in PowerPoint form. There's the oil class, there's thieves cleaning products, there's this NingXia product, and then the CBD product. But there's another line that's for makeup line called Savvy Minerals, and they do not have a starter kit for that now, but they used to. So Sarah had made a presentation for that, but it's not useful right now because we can't bring anybody in using the starter kit. So what I'm planning to do then is to do one of these presentations maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, and we'll rotate through the different subjects. So we'll do an oil one week, the thieves one week. We're going to do the NingXia this time, and then the CBD isn't ready yet, but it's supposed to be ready any week now. So it'll probably be the 4th one that we do. I happen to have a co-worker who's a nurse who is someone who has used the NingXia and had really great luck with recovering from cancer with it. And she attributes her great success in feeling so well to taking this. And she had known of this lady, and at the time that I brought a sample of it in to work, she looked at it and recognized it and says, I think this is what my daughter's friend's mother is using. And so she tasted it, and then she got all excited, and so she signed up. And she has somebody that she's interested in recruiting who wants to do the NingXia Red daily. So anyway, there's a possibility that she will be on the call, but she hasn't come in yet. And if she doesn't, I'm recording it, so she'll be able to see it later, hopefully. But today's the last day of the month in order to anybody to meet the challenge that the company has for people who get to the star level, which means having 2 legs of 200 and a personal volume of 100, so a total of volume of 500, would earn a $50 bonus in addition to the regular commission. And that applies to anybody that you bring in new. So if you sign somebody up today, they would have 2 months starting tomorrow. Usually they have June and July in order to achieve that goal, and then they would be eligible to get that same bonus.
Okay.
So that was why I chose to do this today. At any rate, so we've got a couple of people here, and Tina, okay, got another friend who's come in. Tina's here. Hello. Tina, there you are. And there's Monica, Lisa, Chasey, and myself. Okay, so let's kind of go through. There's this whole slide presentation here, and we want to try to go through these things. I'm going to start with the farms where the company makes the products. Let's see if I can get this to go to the next slide. And this is a video. That's Gary Young, and the company's named Young Living because of Gary Young. Okay, let's see if it'll take us. There we go. I'm new at this, so I'm going to be a little bit clumsy. So you can't always get what you need from your food, and so NingXia is designed to be a dietary supplement. And let's see, this goes with this. So the food's being repeatedly grown in the same land using pesticides, fertilizers. Scientists are creating new varieties of crops that grow faster, they resist bugs. The plants don't have the time they need to absorb the same nutrients, and the soil is losing its vitamins, minerals, microbes faster than they can be replaced. The Kushi Institute analysis of nutrients data from 1975 to 1997, just 22 years, found the average calcium levels in 12 fresh vegetables dropped 27%, iron levels 30%, vitamin C dropped 30%. You would have to eat 8 oranges today to get the same amount of vitamin A that your grandparents got. And that data is from Scientific American. Maybe you can't get enough from the plants, but you think you can make it up with meat. When a plant contains fewer nutrients, the animals that eat them are also malnourished. A study from the Journal of Nutrition and Health found copper levels in the UK are down 90% in dairy, 55% in meat, and 76% in vegetables. Water is also depleted of minerals because the plant's pulling for more nutrients, and modern production methods which are more efficient. It means more plants, same land, and more crop rotations overdoing it by hand. Then there are town filtration systems. Many of them remove important minerals like magnesium, which is essential for 300 biochemical reactions in the body. Then top it off by adding chlorine and fluoride. Next slide. Did that change?
No.
Okay. So beyond that, the nutrient absorption declines with age. The older we get, the less we absorb. Nutrient deficiencies for your performance, they cause DNA damage, they make you age faster, cause chronic disease. That's why we need to supplement our diet. So, what is NingXia? The whole wolfberry puree. If you leave your NingXia on the counter for a few minutes, notice that it divides into 2 colors. Color on the bottom is the pureed fruit, and I have a bottle here. I'll try to show it to you. You see, it changes color. So the top is very dark, and the bottom is more red. So that's the puree of the actual berry fiber in the bottom of the bottle. So before you drink this, you shake it up, but it settles out just naturally, and this is the way it comes. Taking aim and placing some blame for this. He's blaming what he calls radical left agitators. He says that they are terrorists, and he says
Who's playing the news?
And not just the juice. And you have a whole food supplement, which is more powerful. Protests, and he says that any violence in these protests will be treated as acts of domestic terrorism. David, skip some things that I don't think are that useful. All right, let's go on to the next thing. NingXia wolfberries. So NingXia wolfberries are grown in the Ningxia River Valley in China. On top of that, the juice is blended with blueberry, aronia, cherry, pomegranate, and plum juices, natural stevia extract, grapeseed extract, pure vanilla extract, and orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine essential oils. Yuzu is an oil you cannot get by itself in your living. It's used only for NingXia. NingXia is the only nutrient drink on the market that combines whole Chinese wolfberries and pure therapeutic grade essential oils into a single beverage. There's at least 80 species of lycium berries worldwide, but only the barbarum shows the highest nutrient levels in scientific testing. The NingXia region holds the gold certificate, China's equivalent to the USDA's organic certification. They're grown with no fertilizers, no pesticides, no sulfur, no irradiation, no dyes, no heavy metals or lead, arsenic, mercury, or cadmium in the soil. The NingXia region's irrigation water comes from the Yellow River, which is upstream from all the pollutants of the major cities. The Yellow River floods the NingXia plants with a layer of minerals and silt every year. The farms in NingXia are in a semi-arid region with plenty of sunlight and a high temperature difference between night and day, which you should think of sap running in maple trees. Temperature differences are good for the liquid in plants, and they keep them moving. The elevation is just right for the plant to be most productive, and in any other place in the world does not have the same ecological conditions, pH of the water, nutrients of the soil, or silt from the Yellow River. The conditions have earned Ningxia the distinction of being China's recognized herbal medicine valley. Ningxia has a high nutritional content and naturally occurring organic sugar that allows your cells to talk. Ningxia is China's only medicinal wolfberry production base. The Lycium barbarum variety of the wolfberry is superior in vitamins, minerals, amino acids, and antioxidants, more than any other wolfberry in the world. There's a little Chinese proverb to round it out. If you want to be happy for an hour, go take a nap. If you want to be happy for a day, go fishing. If you want to be happy for a lifetime, help people. This is why we teach on Ningxia, because we believe that it helps people. The next section here is to talk about my personal story as to how this got started. And it could be a very long story, but I'm going to try to keep it short. So Beth got interested in the oils, and after doing that, she started reading about the red drink, and found that it was particularly good for eye conditions or for keeping your eyes healthy. And my dad has macular degeneration, and Beth's mom has macular degeneration. They both can still see, but they're getting worse. And so we thought, well, we need to try this and see if it'll help us. And of course, that's a long-term project, but we did like the taste of it quite a bit. A little lift when you drink it. But the amazing thing that happened to me, it wasn't my body exactly, but my dad. He was diagnosed with lung cancer this year. And immediately when we found out it had been in his spine, first thing they did was get a biopsy from his spine and radiated him, got him into radiation therapy right away while they're waiting for the biopsy to come back, because the spine wasn't going to collapse or have him fall down and be paralyzed or something like that. So it turned out really good, because the drug that was used to treat the cancer was exactly right for the adenocarcinoma he had, and he was he's been taking it without any side effects at all, and it's working to stop the
Cancer?
it's working to stop the cancer. Yeah, thanks. Any rate, about a month after he started this, we had been giving him the Ningxia also because of his eyes, and not really even thinking about the cancer. But you figure, well, probably can't hurt. So so he's taking this, and he starts about Thanksgiving of last year. He noticed that he was having some shortness of breath. He ended up getting worse over the next few days and had to be hospitalized because he was so short of breath. His oxygen levels had dropped. And when we got to the ER, they did a scan, found out that he had a pulmonary embolism, got admitted to Hillcrest Hospital. And within a day or two, the pulmonologist looked at him, ordered a CAT scan of his lungs, and saw what looked terrible. He said his lungs looked like he had Swiss cheese lungs, like he'd had emphysema forever. And he was very pessimistic that he was going to recover from this. And he wasn't doing well at all. But it took about 3 weeks. He finally went home. He was on oxygen. He had to have steroids, high-dose steroids. And after a little while, about a month later, I was going with him to the doctor. He came in without his oxygen one day, and I couldn't believe it. So we went in, and the doctor measured his oxygen level, and his numbers were normal. And since that time, he hasn't needed to be on the oxygen at all. And that was something I wasn't expecting. I thought he's going to have scar tissue from this thing. And the only thing that he did that was unusual was he was using this NingXia Red. So we think that had a lot to do with his recovery. So that's my personal story. Let's go on.
So you don't think any of these drugs they gave him had anything to do with that recovery?
Not the lungs.
Like, did it help his eyes at all?
I can't tell. It's probably keeping his eyes from getting worse, but I was expecting the average person under any normal circumstances after that kind of damage to the lung that it would recover a little bit, but not all the way. And that's what was so amazing, because my dad's been dancing, he's been riding bikes. I mean, he's a super
Wow.
active person, and he never had lung problems at all. So, hold on. He passed his driver's test. That's true. He'd been having trouble with cataracts, and he had a cataract surgery that went kind of bad. He eventually recovered, but he had one cataract that was terrible, and he wasn't able to get his driver's license. But I don't know if that was really from that or not. But at any rate, that recovered. I expected that to recover over time, anyway. But so he's just doing great.
Well, that's good to hear. Good to hear for your dad. So did you say that stuff tasted terrible?
No, it tastes great.
Okay.
It tastes awesome.
It tasted bad.
No.
It tastes awesome. So do you like mix it with anything, or do you just drink it straight up?
Just drink it straight. It comes in a little packet.
Zooming in and out, so I don't know.
See that? This is a little foil packet with 2 ounces in it. So you take 2 ounces a day, or you pour it from the bottle. Pour it from the bottle, 2 ounces, and then you take sort of like a shot of it. And
Do you chill yours at all?
What's that?
Do you chill yours at all?
We normally do not, but some people do.
Okay.
Because we keep the bottle. We keep the bottle in the refrigerator, but then we pour it in the little shot glass when we drink it straight. And lately, we've been diluting it and putting it in an old bottle and adding some water and adding another supplement to it and making it last all day. So it's. But when we started, it was just either you rip the top off and suck it in there.
Okay.
Do you do more than one a day, or is it just a one?
Usually you do one a day. Some people do 2 a day, but it's meant to be used once a day.
Since you've been taking it, have you noticed anything significant that's changed?
Well, my eyes. I have a cataract in my right eye, so I actually forgot about that part of the story. My right eye has a cataract. I noticed that that I couldn't see. I couldn't focus the same. So without the glasses, my left eye focuses right about there, and my right eye used to be there, and now it's there. So it's quite different.
Yeah.
So when I do the hosta hybridizing and I'm pollinating little things, and then suturing is another thing. I need depth perception. So when I get up close with something, I'll be like looking over the top of my glasses, and I'll be wrapping the thread and grabbing it with forceps and pulling a little knot in it. And it's I was having some trouble with that with the depth perception. So I'd been drinking this, and I went to the eye doctor, and it doesn't seem to have gotten any worse. And so that's the first thing. But the second thing was my glasses. They had said we can't make your vision any better by making your glasses any better. So you're kind of stuck with what you've got. But then 6 months later, I went back again, and I did the eye exam, and they said your vision is better than it was.
Wow.
And so I was able to get new glasses, and now I'm much better with seeing the depth of field, and it lines up. So I absolutely actually improved in my vision. So that was pretty cool, and no change at all in the macular cataract. The macula are fine. That I haven't shown any signs of having that, not yet anyway. So yeah, it did allow me to correct the problem with glasses, and but it's sort of subtle. But they how they tell you to read the bottom line, and they say you're allowed to.
Right.
So I got to 2015 in my bad eye with the lens, and I thought, no, I'm just guessing at these things. And she says, you got them all right. So I go, wow.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So with correction, I got to 2015 with the bad eye, and I mean, I can still tell that there's a problem at night. You get kind of a little vision, it's like you're seeing a double edge on things.
Yeah.
So it's not perfect, but I feel like it's really made a difference on that.
How long have you been doing it?
Year and a half, I think.
Has your wife noticed a difference?
I don't know, Beth. Did you notice anything with your eyes? Their eyes were getting worse, and since that, she hasn't had to change her prescription. So I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Oh, that's very interesting. How did you find this stuff?
That whole story is really a good story.
Really, it's too long. Am I jumping ahead? I'm sorry.
It's pretty long. I want to. Basically, we had a problem with our dogs, and we were trying to figure out how to calm the dogs down. And we got her sister was using the essential oils, which you put in a diffuser, and it makes it
Right. Yeah.
smells good. But the one dog was acting kind of psychotic and was barking at the other one for no reason. It was just out of the blue, would just start barking at the other dog. And she told her sister about it. Her sister said, "You should try this lavender oil, or try this peace and calming, or stress away is another one." And it stopped the dogs from acting up, and it worked. While we were watching TV, this would probably happen. And then it was also waking us up in the middle of the night. They'd both be sleeping, and the one dog would just wake up and start barking her head off, growling and snarling like she was angry. And she would go over and start barking at the other dog, and the other dog just would stare at her, like, "What's wrong with you?" But I could see it easily turning into a dog fight, where one's threatening the other one's defending itself. And then, fortunately, the second dog is very mild-mannered and didn't respond. But anyway, so we started diffusing it at night, and it stopped her at night. And as you know, I'm a doctor, and I didn't think this was going to do anything. But I'm watching the dogs respond to it, the placebo effect, because the dogs don't know it's supposed to be doing anything. So we started diffusing it in the bedroom at night, and Beth realized that she was sleeping through the night, and she didn't normally do that too. So actually helped her sleep, but she hadn't thought she needed to do anything about it, because she would wake up in the middle of the night, go get her phone, check her Facebook,
Right.
fall back asleep.
Yeah.
But turned out that she was also sleeping through the night. So that's how we got introduced to it, because of the dogs. And then we started exploring the different products and seeing what they did, and started using them in the garden. We found out that we could use orange oil to get rid of ants. We found out we could use what's the citronella to keep mosquitoes away.
Right.
Put something on the, what'd you put on the kale?
Lemongrass will also keep the bugs away.
Tea tree,
I heard
orange.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm
cedarwood oil. So those things, you spray them on your kale, and then it keeps the caterpillars off of it. So we've been just reading as much as we can and learning about different uses for them all, and having a good time with it. Let me go on to the rest of the thing here. So the journey that NingXia took to get to your doorstep, it's hard to bring something sacred from China all the way to the United States. Gary Young was in search of the fountain of youth, the plant that was eaten that helped people live well into their hundreds in that province of China. He searched all corners of the earth. His journey is chronicled in a book you can pick up called NingXia Wolfberry, the Ultimate Superfood. There's Gary Young. He found that people living in the NingXia region in China had exceptional lifespans and had something in common. They were nibbling on this berry, making tea out of it, drying the fruit, eating it. He took the berry back to his lab in the United States, and that's the journey of the red berry made it to American soil. Once Gary found NingXia, it took 7 years to get it past customs in the US and get it formulated. It started first as berry young juice, just the juice. Then it was reformulated to include the peel and the flesh of the wolfberry fruit. So let's talk about some of the science. What's next here? Antioxidants. So 1 ounce of NingXia Red has about the equivalent of 2 pounds of wolfberries. So there's 17 or 18 species of wolfberry, but only the NingXia wolfberry has the ability to deliver all the micro and macronutrients that are bioavailable to the cells of your body. Antioxidants play a huge role in aging, memory, arthritis, inflammation, and so much more. Oxygen radical absorbance capacity, which is ORAC, is a method of measuring antioxidant capacity. Presently, the highest antioxidant in the ORAC scale is vitamin E, which comes in between 800 and 1200, followed by blueberries, raspberries, pomegranates. A combination of fruits together reach about 3000 ORAC. But the ORAC score for the NingXia is 27,300, so it's like 9 times as high. Next is a little video where one of the distributors went to the grocery store and picked out enough fruit to match the amount of fruit you'd have to equal an ounce of the.
Hey, I'm Debbie Erickson. I'm Young Living Diamond here in Dallas, Texas. We're filming on location at a Whole Foods here in Plano, Texas. I've been in Young Living for soon to be 7 years, and I've been a very happy NingXia Red daily user almost an entire 7 years. Our 6 kids, our 6 grandkids, my 94-year-old mother-in-law, our 2 black labs, we all love our NingXia Red on a daily basis. It is a superfood. It is nutrient dense. The NingXia Wolfberry has over 200 times the amount of antioxidant value than any other food. And I want to talk to you about 3 things today here as we're going to take you on a fun shopping trip here in Whole Foods. I want to talk about the synergistic value that the NingXia Wolfberry has, along with the other 6 fruits that are in NingXia Red, plus 4 essential oils. That synergy, which means the whole is greater than the parts. The sum whole of NingXia Red is greater than just the NingXia Wolfberry by itself, or the other 6 fruits, or the 4 oils. It's an amazing superfood, and I believe as an RN and as a Young Living leader that everybody should have it as a foundation to their healthy daily diet. But I also want to talk to you about the comparative value of NingXia Red. When you look at what the other fruits and vegetables that it's equal to in terms of amount in just 1 ounce, it's amazing. And it's so convenient to be able to get it in a 1 or 2 ounce serving every day. So let's have some fun and let's go shopping for what the comparative value of NingXia Red is to other high fruits and vegetables in antioxidants. Come join me on this shopping trip. Let's have some fun. Enjoyed my shopping trip here at Whole Foods with me. What you saw I gathered in those 3 carts are the equivalent to 1 ounce of NingXia Red. Can you believe it? It would have been twice that amount for 2 ounces. So if you got tired shopping with me, that's okay. I've got my 2 ounces of NingXia Red, and I hope that you're going to have your 2 ounces a day too. So join me in having NingXia Red on a daily basis. Thanks for being with me today at Whole Foods.
Chug, 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 chug.
This was so much easier doing that than filling 3 shopping carts.
Okay. All right, so there's let's go through some of the other reasons that the NingXia berry is. So this one has to do with making your body more alkaline. The next one is that there's free radicals that it's fighting, and what that ORAC score. He's estimating 10,000 attacks of an oxidation type of attacks on our cells every day. So we need to have, we can have better defenses than we have naturally. This is the best foods that there is. Vitamin mineral pairs. Let's see what she says here. Minerals have to be properly balanced. Too much calcium will result in zinc deficiency. Too much zinc suppress immunity and lead to anemia. Both the mineral profile and the mineral balance of the NingXia Wolfberry is without equal in the plant kingdom, with magnesium to calcium ratios 1:1, zinc to copper 2:1, and potassium to magnesium 8:1 is exactly what the body needs in proportion. Next, 5, it's a macronutrient. You're getting whole food nutrition. It's coming from the plant, not a synthetic source. It's coming from a food-based source. That means it's easier for your body to process, and you'll absorb more of what you're eating. It's also a liquid. The digestive function test, 95 to 98% of us would come back for deficient digestive system because of medications, stress, processed food. You get NingXia in a liquid form means you absorb it faster and your body doesn't have to break it down. We're using 6, infused with essential oils. Essential oils in NingXia act as a delivery system to the body because it's infused with the Young Living therapeutic grade essential oils and increases the absorption rate of NingXia. Tiny oils act as a delivery system for the larger molecules. Uses 7, the right sugar, and the right enzymes. So you would think sugar is bad, but not all sugar. NingXia has the right sugar to open the door to your cell. When our cell membranes are inflamed, oxidized, toxic, or lacking in mitochondrial function to energize receptors to open and close, we have no energy. NingXia's sugars open the door to our cells so good information can get past to them. It crosses the lipid layer of the cell and passes inside. Only 8 sugars on Earth can open the door. NingXia has 4 of the 8 naturally occurring inside the wolfberry. Let's also talk enzymes. By age 40, you start losing digestive enzymes in the gut. NingXia is loaded with the right enzymes to help you break food down and get the nutrients out of what you eat. Feed your body exactly what it needs. Other important things about NingXia, it contains every essential amino acid. It contains 13% protein, the highest protein content of any fruit. And by the way, we got some these are dehydrated berries. We put them on our breakfast. We make a power bowl with all the essential amino acids, yes. Vitamins B1, B6, B2, energy vitamins. It has more vitamin C than all other fruits and veggies on the earth, 148 milligrams. Parsley and spinach have 133 milligrams. Oranges has 53. It has more calcium than cherries. Cruciferous veggies and more beta carotene than carrots. Loaded with fiber because of the skin of the berry was preserved. Perhaps the best thing the wolfberry does for your body is that it does to cells. Cell membrane is made up of oils, fats, and phospholipids. There are proteins floating on this very liquid and very flexible sea of fat. The proteins are like antennas that pick up messaging from other cells. You know the message come into a cell. They have fancy names like insulin, thyroid, digestive enzymes, neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin. They're messengers that do not work well unless you attach the right sugars to them. You can see the power of nutrition. Fats, proteins, and sugars are needed. If you are eating the wrong sugar, you are rendering the whole structure of the cell membrane dysfunctional. If cell communication breaks down, your health breaks down. If you mess up the cell membrane, you need more insulin to get the job. 40% of you are insulin resistant. If a man has a waist of more than 40 inches and a woman more than 35 inches, they are insulin resistant. That's why you want to stay away from bad sugar. We'll get back to that in the NingXia challenge coming up at the end of the class. Let's wrap up the science in 2 sentences. NingXia Wolfberry and good nutrition can impact your cell membrane. It helps cellular communication take place. It gives the mitochondria the energy it needs. It provides micronutrients and feeds mitochondria. And it has the right sugar to open the cell door. So your cells get mucked up. Lipid layer on the outside of the cells gets sticky. Cells stack on top of one another like coins. NingXia wipes the doorway clean, increases the surface area so the good information can get past to the cell. I'm going to skip this.
This is
All right. The NingXia, let's try it out. Let's see what this is about. So if you were here with me, I'd be giving you a sample of this to drink, so we're going to have to skip this part. I didn't read this before I did this thing, so I could have just X that out. All right. Then there's this slide on the odd ways to use the NingXia, but I don't really want to go into that. But these are like little recipes you can add oils to make them taste differently. All right. Talk about, if you wanted to get these, how would you do that? So what Young Living makes is a NingXia starter kit. Now they make different kinds of starter kits for people that want to, members of the company, get the wholesale pricing. There's an oil kit. There's the kit that's the NingXia. There's a to-use cleaning product kit, and there's a CBD oil kit. They've also had one that is got makeup supplies in it, but we aren't going to be talking about that for a while. So the NingXia starter kit, you're getting a 24% discount off all of the NingXia, and that gives you a wholesale membership for anything else the company makes for life. So one-time thing, and you're a wholesale member. We started ours with the oil kit. Some people already have oils and are mostly interested in trying something different. And this would be an example of that. The NingXia Red Premium Starter Kit normally is $170. Right now they have discounted it because they're eliminating some of the samples of the other lines of products in it, so that it's now $135. That's in effect right now. Started at the beginning of this month. I'm not sure how long it's going to last, and the reason that they did that is because they have a shortage of what the ingredients they need to do the full kit, the $170 kit. So they made it a little bit less in it. It's the same amount of the NingXia Red, but it's got fewer things in it, which would be like samples of the cleaning products, samples of the different oils, things like that. Now I have to, what I'm reading here is assuming that they don't have that kit available, so they're talking about the other things that you get. But what comes in the kit is basically a 2-month supply of the NingXia. The dosing on it, it costs around $3 a day for one person to do that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay, so at night normally I take a potassium pill and a magnesium pill along with my multivitamin. Do I just cut all that out then and rely on this?
Would you cut them all out? You'd probably have to look at the actual numbers on the NingXia. I believe we have a breakdown of how many milligrams of vitamins are in these things, but I don't have that in front of me. But I'm pretty sure we could look that up. But
I was just wondering, do you take a multivitamin in addition to this, or
no?
No.
We're using some extra vitamin C right now, and they also have a product that's immune boosting. So we're using that right now because of this COVID thing that broke out, and we're working with it. I mean, I'm seeing people now. Our center is one that's doing the testing of all the doctor's offices aren't doing it, so they have to come to the urgent care. So we're doing the COVID testing, but we have a setup. They call us ahead. We have them go to a specific room down a specific door, so they don't have to walk through the whole center. And then we have a video chat to talk to them. And if it's just a matter of coming in and getting the test, like their doctor test, and they already know what's going on, then we just do a video chat with them, review the reason for it, and say, yeah, go ahead. And then I'll print up a little discharge summary and tell them what are you going to do if it's negative. Here's what you're going to do if it's positive. So I don't have to come face to face with every single person, but still have people coming in with a sore throat, or they'll come in and say, oh yeah, by the way, I have a fever, or oh, by the way, I have a cough, or oh, my body's been really achy. So I mean, they sneak in too. So I'm getting exposed to it. So, and Beth is too. Beth is working in the hospital. She does wound care, so she has to go and see people who have skin breakdown or have any kind of problem with their skin. And there's a COVID patients are getting these wound changes that are like bruises or vascular clotting, small microclots, and they're causing things that look like bed sores, but they're not from pressure. They're just happening, with minimal pressure. So Beth has to go in and be breathing the air in the hallway of the ICU and going around these people. And so we're wearing masks. So everything's been fine. We haven't been sick or anything, but we thought, well, we really want to boost our immunity as best we can,
Sorry, I don't know what that interference is.
Oh.
It's not me.
Not you?
I'm out on a porch.
It sounds like somebody's
I'm
singing
out on
or
a back porch.
something.
I know, I don't know what that is.
Oh,
It's not me.
Maybe I can mute some people.
Okay, good.
Oh, I muted somebody. Okay.
I'm sorry. That would work though.
Okay. Let's see where we are. So the slide that's showing is what comes in the old kit. And so what comes in the new kit leaves out the thieves products and the oils that you see at the bottom of the screen. But what you get is the 2 bottles. You get a box of 30 of the packets, and then you get a little box of something called Nitro, which we didn't talk about, but this little thing is called NingXia Nitro. It's a little, like an energy shot. It's an ounce of, it basically helps you stay awake if you're having a low energy day. It helps people with, like, if they're going to go for a run or something and they need a little energy boost, or if they need special, like a little brain power boost.
Yeah. Do you take that in place of coffee or something?
Yeah, you could, but again, it's about $3 to do it. So we've used it like going on a long car drive and you're getting tired.
Sure.
Take a shot if we're doing that. They make another energy drink type thing too that we've used when we're driving the car. But as far as the starter kit, you get 14 of these things in the kit.
Wow.
So let's see what it says. It says NingXia Red 2-pack. That's the bottles. 30 NingXia Red singles, 2-ounce packets. In the current version, you don't get the Stress Away. You don't get the roller things. You don't get the Thieves Mints with the Thieves hand purifier.
Okay, so the bottom
it's
half
135 right now because they've taken those things out.
I'm like totally intrigued by this.
Cool. Not sure what this slide goes with. Let me see.
Okay, new slide.
New slide? It's not a video slide, is it? Oh, it is a video slide. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's just showing the things that are in the kit. Okay. I should have gone through this before I started, probably one time at least.
Oh, that's okay. We're getting the gist of it. So if you're eating these berries kind of like raisins, then you're kind of double fortifying yourself. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a little extra of that. We don't do that every day, but I think, was it today we did that? Yesterday. I can't keep doing it straight. Well, my schedule, I've had my hours cut, so I'm home more days than usual, and one day just runs into the next.
Sure. All right, cool.
That's the NingXia Nitro, the box of 14 of those.
Yeah. But now you don't do that every day, though. You just
no, this would be only on a special occasion.
Okay.
So the Stress Away is an oil that is really good. This is one of the things that helps Beth sleep, and that helps the dogs not do their psychotic bark.
Okay.
Not
but
in
that's
the kit.
Not in the kit.
It's not in the kit right now because it's You could add it if you wanted to, but a lot of people get the oil kit, which got 12 different oils in it, and then this is a separate kit. The Thieves, yeah, the whole Thieves line is based on the oils that were used by thieves during the plague, and they anointed themselves with these different herbs and oils to keep them from themselves
Right.
sick when they were robbing graves, bubonic plague. But anyway, that's not in the kit right now because of the reduced price.
Yeah.
So it's talking about monthly. If you get it monthly, if you had like 2 people, let's say you and Russ were both going to do this, you would want to get this essential rewards kit, which is a monthly order where it comes automatically, and it's discounted when you get the larger quantity like that. So that's what we do, because
Yeah.
Beth and I both, we get this every month.
I think I just have to try it out first before
Yeah,
I jump in head first. Yeah.
right. Yeah, you can always do that later.
Right.
Combo pack. That's just telling you what's in the monthly thing. And this isn't really that important.
Yeah.
You drink 2 ounces a day, one little packet a day. Let's see. Catching up on my paper here. All right, so it says, let's end with a story. From Young Living's convention in 2015, a story about Gandhi. Gandhi used to give advice to people 2 or 3 hours a day. He'd sit under a tree and people would line up. After waiting all day long in the heat, finally a mom with her child gets up to Gandhi and says, please tell my kid to stop eating candy. Gandhi says, come back tomorrow. The woman is puzzled, but hey, if Gandhi says it, you do it. She lines up in the heat of the sun the next day and gets to the top of the line again and says, please, Gandhi, tell my son to stop eating candy. Gandhi says, quit eating candy. She says, why didn't you tell him that before? He says, well, before I was eating candy myself. All right, so
Silly.
I want to challenge you. Do you want to share NingXia with those you know? Do you have more power of conviction if you speak truthfully and say, I quit refined sugar today? Refined sugar does the opposite of what NingXia is doing for your body. We talked about NingXia naturally occurring good sugars. Refined sugar is the opposite. Let's kick the entire class up a notch. I believe in training you long after the class is over. We're an education-driven team, which means we work alongside you to train you on Young Living's products. Let's train for 30 straight days on NingXia alone. We're going to train your body and build a brand new habit. Take the NingXia challenge. This is the 30-day NingXia challenge. How do you incorporate all this NingXia training as a lifestyle change? You have 2 options depending on where you are in your wellness journey. Option 1, you start drinking NingXia. Get it in your system. You're going to feel changes from that one simple action. Option 2, you take the full on 30-day NingXia challenge. Drink a 2-ounce packet or 2 ounces from the NingXia bottle every single day for 20 days. Do no sugar, or if that's too hard, under 10 grams of sugar daily. Get outside for a 30-minute walk. You don't need to get a gym membership and deadlift 200 pounds, just simply walk. Let's do this side by side and feel good together. I have a free tracking calendar for you to print out and put on your fridge to watch your journey. I didn't print the calendar for this, but there's a calendar that I can download.
It's fine. I have a dog. I walk 5 miles a day. I don't do sugar. And I keep my calories between 1,200, and I just threw away my scale because it never moves. So,
yeah.
So I'm thinking it must be my scale. But I think when you said about the insulin resistance, that kind of struck the chord.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that might
I
have
think
that's
why I'm most intrigued. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely going to try this.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. Oh, that's the 30-day challenge calendar. So basically you can print this off and do a check mark every day that you did your little challenge.
Yeah.
Let's see what she says here. Oh, there's a textable class that you can hear Sarah doing the presentation, the lady that wrote all this stuff. So I'll send you the the link, and if you want to, you can listen to her go through it herself. And she's way better than I am, but
Is she going to tell me something different than you already told me?
I don't know. Not really. But if you you know, try to remember something that I said and you don't remember what it was, you could listen to the thing. It's
Yeah, I
real
could simply
fast
just
talking.
send you a message on Facebook
You can
going,
do that too.
what was that
What
thing?
was that thing you said?
What was that thing?
Right. All right. Let me see it. So basically what we would do is, if you'd like to try this, is we
Yeah.
get your information. I'll send you a form. You fill it out today and email it back to me. We put a credit card number on it. I fill out the thing on the computer, and you'll get the stuff in about less than a week usually.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do it. I would like to try that.
Great. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else here.
I'm really new to these
Yeah,
essential
yeah.
oil things, though, but I think that I'm really interested in this drink.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do the essential oils, there's a way to do that. You could, once you have this, you can sign up Russ, and he can get the oil kit, and then you've got the two things, and you get a commission on it. So
Okay.
it actually saves you money.
All right.
All right. Yeah, you could do the oils, and you could get a 30-pack of these. Either one of them, they're discounted on the startup kit, so you're either saving money on one or the other. All right, I think this is a video.
I'm NingXia Red.
Something.
I'm a whole wolfberry nutrient infusion. I'm Eternal Youth
They have
Ageless
water
Health Drink.
information. There you go.
What's an infusion? Oh, that just means I'm infused with Young Living essential oils, and I have a nutrient preparation, which basically means I just use the whole wolfberry in its natural state.
Well, that's nice, Nature Boy. I had mostly natural ingredients too, until they were scientifically engineered, concentrated, and reformulated to make the ultimate cell reformulation formula.
That's a mouthful of words. What is this you got right here?
Oh, that's nothing, just a warning label.
You have a warning label?
Sure, everyone's got a warning label nowadays.
I don't have a warning label. No, so what does that say?
Just the usual stuff. You don't take with prescriptions, or if you're pregnant or under 18. Yeah, the usual stuff.
Yeah, don't take it if you're under 18. I thought you were a health drink.
Oh, I'm healthy.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I'm NingXia.
Is that the last thing? Oh, looks like that's the end.
Yeah, that looks like the end.
All right. Well, let me.
You want me to just text you? I mean, like send it to you on a Facebook Messenger? Or...
Yeah. I'm
All
gonna. I have a little thing. I'll send it to you right now. And
Okay.
if anybody has any questions, that we can open it up and let anybody that wants to ask. Got a few people on. Monica, I don't know Monica. Maybe she was sent by somebody that I do know.
Oh, no, sorry. Didn't mean to dominate your whole presentation.
Well, that's all right. I know you. So Ken, who's on the call, is already a member. Lisa is already a member. That I.
Hi.
Is that Lisa?
Yes.
All right.
Hi.
Hear you.
I just wanted to tell her that I went to initial meeting to learn about the oils because I wanted to cook with them. Because, nobody ever teaches you how. You get education with this. And, I wasn't really interested in anything else, but I tasted the NingXia Red, and for some reason my body craved it. And I ordered it, and I would get the packets, take a couple in my purse in case I left in the morning. And then in the evening, I would make a cocktail. I would have one with, tonic water and ice. And I don't even like tonic water, okay? And then I put lime, citrus, and thieves oil in it, just one drop each. And I would just crave these day after day. They just did something for me. So it
That's
might.
kind of interesting. Yeah, because I didn't think about the oils to cook with. I thought, you get out of the shower and slather them on your body, and I'd be like,
Well, I knew
okay,
you
I
could
got all
cook
this
it,
oil.
but some you can't. And nobody teaches
Yeah.
you that in the store.
Right.
But I know my functional medicine doctor had a similar drink, and she put me on it, and I could not stomach it. I could not swallow it. I could do anything, and I had all. But this stuff I actually love. And I do love my cocktail, even though, they say drink it straight. But I drink one straight and one in a cocktail because I like to wind
Oh,
down.
well,
So,
thank you. That's good to know. Yeah.
yeah, good luck.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, I just watched you were talking. I sent you a text message on Facebook Messenger that has the form on it. So are you able to
Okay.
print that out?
Yeah, I'll go do that after we're done here.
Okay, very good.
And I'll send it to you.
All right, I don't know if anybody else is still on. Ken's here. Lisa is muted. I don't know who Monica is. All right, so I'm gonna get your phone number. Yeah,
Okay, ready?
quite.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Signing off.
864.
Bye.
Wait a minute.
864
64
420
420.
0027.
All right. Don't answer your phone. I'm just trying to call it so that I can
Yep, I see you.
label. Okay. And I'll make that an outgoing call. Greenville, South Carolina.
I'm actually in Edisto, South Carolina now. I will have that all on that form.
Yeah. It just, I was reading it off my phone when it.
Yeah.
Right, I gotcha. Okay.
All right, cool.
All right. Any other
that
questions
it?
while we're on the video thing?
I don't think so. I'm very excited about it, really.
Cool.
So,
I'm
yeah.
excited that we have something else to do together.
I know, right?
Yeah,
After the kids, it kind of was downhill.
I know.
I know. I asked Cullen that the other day. I go, do you recognize this guy? And Cullen said, no. And I said, that was the first face you saw when you came into this world. He doesn't look familiar.
Yeah.
Cullen's going,
Yeah,
no,
so,
Mom, I really don't remember that part.
right. So I'm trying to remember. Lisa's still on the call. So Lisa, I know Tina because she and her husband went to Sugar Falls High School, but she was also in the Lamaze class with me and Deborah when Christopher was born.
Mm-hmm.
So her daughter Sydney and my son Christopher are born about a month apart, if that, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got to be pretty good friends back then. And then I guess I took care of the two kids as their pediatrician, right?
Yep, that is correct.
I don't know how long it was until stopped doing that. But I mean, I haven't been in that position since
A long
2002.
time. It's been a long
2002, I
time.
closed my practice.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Right.
it's fun reading your Facebook posts, and
Oh, I know. I get into so much trouble with those.
I know.
All right, get in trouble now.
I think you seem to enjoy the trouble. All righty.
Coming
Well,
from people that know me.
let's end the call, and
All right.
and then I can talk to you on the phone if you want after we get your form filled out. Okay.
All right. I'll go up and
Thanks
turn
very
it
much
now.
for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
All right. Not a problem. Thank you.
All right.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
We'll talk to you soon. I know. How do I get out of this thing? Bye.
Bye bye. I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
I know, right?
Share and end. Bye bye.